What's up with y'all, man? Who's going to watch this video, man? That's all I gotta say. I don't really have anything else to say, bro.
Jalen Hurts, despite immense success, is facing some frustrations now within his own building. Sources point to an issue with coachability.
I mean, it seems like they're clearly sending a message to Jalen Hurts. They want him to be their quarterback, but he's going to have to do it their way.
ESPN just dropped what might be the most damaging article that I've read about a franchise QB all year. And this wasn't about Deshaun Watson. It wasn't about Russell Wilson. It was about a Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. And bro, his own teammates are the ones that are putting him on blast. Tim McManus and Jeremy Fowler, two of the most connected NFL reporters in the game, just published a deep investigative piece on ESPN that interviewed more than a dozen sources inside the Eagles organization. And what they found is ugly. We're talking about a QB who allegedly pushes back on coaching changes, diverts from the game plan, has, quote, poor body language, and is, quote, not the most coachable. And that's not coming from some random podcast. This is coming from inside of the building. So I'm going to break down this entire report, every leak, every detail, all the receipts, because this story has the potential to reshape the entire Eagles franchise heading into 2026. So let's get to it. Let's set the scene. January 11th, 2026, the wild card round. The Eagles are taking on the 49ers at Lincoln Financial Field. 43 seconds left. The defending champion Philadelphia Eagles are trailing,
Come on, watch
and
this
it's
shit
fourth
live,
down.
bro. Or no,
This is it. The season is on the line. Now, if you guys remember when we originally made a video on this, everybody thought that what was to come next was all because of Kevin Patullo making a terrible play call. According to McManus and Fowler's reporting, Kevin Patullo was scanning the play sheet when Jalen Hurts stepped up and suggests that they run 4 verticals, which, by the way, they had just run on the previous play. A separate source clarified that Hurts was responding to a question about his preferences. But either way, Nick Sirianni approved this and was responding to a question about his preferences. But either way,
why is it our team? Like, we literally were going crazy, and now we have
next would live on
shit like
in
this.
infamy. 3 defenders would collapse on Dallas Goedert. The season was over, and the Philadelphia Eagles were headed to Cancun. Here's the part.
Come on, nigga. Yo, stop. Hey, nigga, stop playing my team, alright? I don't even play like that, nigga. Chill with that Cancun shit, bro.
Team source told
Or get mad.
ESPN, and I quote, "I was like, oh my God, this is not happening. We can't run 4 verts." That's someone on the offense saying they knew the play was a disaster before the ball was even snapped. That's not hindsight. That's real-time panic from inside.
I think that might be like why they had less like energy to play it, to run it. They didn't want to do it
inside the huddle. So this is a complete contradiction to what the masses believed. Everyone pointed the blame finger at Kevin Patullo. They said,
no, it is his fault though.
Was the
Still.
reason why the Philadelphia Eagles offense had become complacent, predictable, and the final play of the drive was the biggest symptom of that. And at the end of the season, Kevin Patullo was let go. Here's where this report gets really damning. According to multiple team sources who spoke to ESPN, Jalen Hurts has had a direct hand in the Eagles offense becoming, and this is their word, calcified. Meaning that Jalen Hurts, not Kevin Patullo, was the reason why the offense got stuck. It was rigid, predictable, and it was all because of Jalen Hurts. According to the report, Hurts has pushed back on going under center more frequently. He's been reluctant to throw aggressively against zone coverage. He changes play calls on the field to what some in the building feel is an excessive degree, and his strong personal preferences combined with the coaching staff constantly trying to accommodate those preferences have limited how much the offense can actually evolve. Now, let's put some numbers into this. Limited
to play changes included debugger and those perimeter.
How much the offense can actually evolve. Now, let's put some numbers into this. In 2025, Hurts threw for 3,224 yards with 25 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. The touchdowns were a career high, sure, but his QBR was a 55, which ranked 20th in the league. He was held under 200 yards passing 9 times in 16 starts. The Eagles finished 25th in total offense, 28th in passing yards per game, and 29th on third down. This is the most expensive roster in football.
Wait, when was this?
He couldn't move the ball through the air. Now let's compare this to 2024 under Kellen Moore. The touchdowns were to 2024 under Kellen Moore. The Philadelphia
Eagles had
279 plays with pre-snap motion, good for 11th in the league. Moore went to New Orleans and ran 373 motion plays, the 6th most in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia Eagles under Kevin Patullo dropped just 237 motion plays in 2025, ranking 26th.
Wait, compared to what?
most in the NFL. New Orleans, while the
373.
2025, ranking 26th. Why? Because multiple sources say that Hurts wasn't receptive to new concepts. He'd try something, and if it didn't work immediately, he'd pivot and express
They're not paying off
discomfort.
immediately. He
That's
was
not
forgetting
how
to
you
pivot.
grow an offense. Even during the championship run in 2024, Kellen Moore's relationship with Hurts was described by multiple team sources as tense. And now a source close to Hurts is saying the quiet part out loud. The quarterback needs coaches who will check him because he's had too many yes men around him last season. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, AJ Brown.
I mean, you gotta realize it's a quarterback though, so like you already get audible plays and like different plays you can pick if you don't want this specific play. So if y'all allow him to pick his own plays and they don't work, that's still on y'all. Don't get it twisted now. I mean, yeah, obviously it's like they can't control what he does on the field, but my nigga, like, if you know that he doesn't like certain plays, why make him do those plays? Why not have it change it up, bro? Even if it's not necessarily like you may do what he wants to do. Like, you don't have to necessarily do exactly what he wants you to do, but at least change up the more of a play that he would like. So if he doesn't like motion plays, maybe do a play where it's like, you know, like a fake motion or something, you know? Or something. You know? I don't know, nigga. But
This
shit.
ESPN piece paints a picture of how their relationship has completely deteriorated.
But I did
If
see
you
them
haven't seen our
argue a couple
previous
times.
videos throughout this past
AJ Brown and
offseason,
Jalen
you
Hurts.
know that AJ Brown isn't exactly being coy about where he wants to play next season.
I used to write in my notebook because at the time I didn't really like Ray. I didn't like him. I admit that, he knows that. And so I used to write, I hate Ray, I hate Ray, I hate Ray. Right?
I mean, we saw AJ Brown venting publicly during the season. Whether it was that Twitch live stream where he said everything was going
He's on
terribly.
Twitch?
Everything been good though, like you know what I'm saying? Everything
Oh.
was straight.
No.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Where have you been? Like family good? Yeah.
yeah.
Everything else? No.
This is being honest, though. Got Janky Rondo on the cut.
Yeah, struggling, brother.
The fact that he was reading
I mean,
a
he's
book
being
on the
honest,
sideline, the cryptic social
Nigga, there's nothing wrong with reading a book. Nah, hell no. We're not finna act like there's something wrong with reading a book. If you're not welcome, not listening to, quietly withdraw, and make a scene, sugar shoulders to be on your way.
media
That's a Bible verse? Nigga, but it's a Bible verse, so you can't necessarily say that.
posts, I mean the body language, but according to McManus, the cryptic social
Opens up
media
on what?
posts, I mean the
On AJ Brown's bad body
body
language.
language, but according to McManus and Fowler, the
Fell
issues
apart.
between Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown go deeper than what we saw on camera. Earlier in their time together, it was common to see the two having long conversations in the
They used to be,
locker room
like, dancing and
post-game.
shit,
As
hey.
time went on, that completely stopped. They just weren't
Hey.
interacting in public settings anymore. Now here's the nuance that I think is important. A source with knowledge of their relationship told ESPN that
Your
there's
friends are being
difference
teams
between being
to
friends
different
and
things,
being teammates,
especially
especially when you're talking about two alpha personalities with different approaches to achieving success. The source said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that both guys want to win, but their ways of getting there are different, and they are not always on the same page. Multiple team sources told ESPN that they never actually...
See, it's why our team isn't winning, bro. We're going with Jason Kelsey, man. But, bro, it's like, y'all trying to be Superman, bro. Just, like, I don't know, man. I mean, obviously, you probably going to have your own opinion if you're the quarterback. But, bro, like, you can really sell us like this, bro. Feel me? Because then now it's like you making us look bad now because we were, like, they had people going to Kipto's house and all that. And the whole time probably wasn't even his fault.
saw Brown and
Nah,
Hurts
that's still his fault, but
in
still.
a full-blown argument. They were professional, but both of them tend to internalize their issues instead of clearing the air, and that lack of communication lets things fester. One source said that clearing the air probably doesn't happen as often as it should, and that to me is possibly the most damaging line in this entire article. Because you're telling me your franchise QB and your best wide receiver can't talk with each other about their problems with one another, and this is all going down on the most expensive roster in football. Now,
You know what the most
one Eagles
expensive,
insider
bro?
is calling a Brown trade an inevitability at this point. Nick
What does that
Sirianni
mean?
wouldn't even confirm whether Brown would show up for the first voluntary offseason workouts on April.
Wait, what is inevitability? What does that mean? What does inevitability mean? Certain to happen? Damn.
April 20th. The Patriots
Wait, what did he
showed
say?
up for the
The one area he believes my interest, Philadelphia Surrey, who was executive with Summit, son doesn't answer whether Brown would show for the.
first voluntary off-season workouts on April 20th.
And
The Patriots
that's soon too. April 20th.
reportedly offered a first-round pick and a
Wait, what is this?
season workouts on April 20th. The Patriots
Richards offered a trade.
reportedly offered a first-round pick and a third-round pick, but Howie Roseman said no. He
So
wants a
the-
first-round pick with a second-round sweetener. The trade won't happen before June 1st because of the cap hit. The Eagles would absorb $43.5 million in dead money before that date versus roughly
Yeah, that would
$16.3
be safe.
million after. So we're all just sitting here
Honestly,
waiting for the
like,
inevitable
At this point, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I want AJ to stay, but at this point, nigga, it's like he probably gonna leave at this point, bro. I'm gonna just be honest. Because if they don't even know if he's gonna show up to practice, I mean, they don't know if he showed up to practice before because April 20th is, but that's like 7 days before the draft, ain't it? So I don't know. Maybe they'll trade him then and then wait to the draft. I don't know, bro.
Who drafted Brown in Tennessee, who you could just tell how pissed off this man was the day the Tennessee Titans decided to trade A.J. Brown for a first-round pick. But he's making it very clear that he still has love for the guy. He said at the Combine that he's proud of the man and the father that Brown has become, regardless of where he plays. Meanwhile, Elliott Wolf smiled and said,
AJ Brown is a member of the Eagles, as Howie mentioned yesterday, and
What is
we
this?
haven't had any conversations about anything regarding that in a long time.
and I don't think anyone's buying that. Here's
Ryan's-
the part that really gets me. If
Ryan's
this was just
principal?
another video about A.J. Brown
Ryan's
being
principal?
pissed off about how things are going in Philadelphia or trade rumors surrounding A.J. Brown, I wouldn't make the video. We've made plenty of videos on that. I mean, there's
The
only
players
so
will
many
war.
times
Yeah,
I
this
can
thing
bring
isn't
it to
saying
your
anything now.
attention, until everyone gets sick of it. It's about the entire power structure in Philadelphia protecting one guy while the entire building crumbles behind them. According to the ESPN report, there's a perception inside the building that Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman, and Jeffrey Lurie have been reluctant to publicly criticize Hurts, and that dynamic has rubbed some players the wrong way. You've got a
Damn.
team source literally
They don't
describing
discipline
the
him?
late 2000s.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all don't discipline people, that's why I say the ego comes in. The ego. Because, like, bro, like, if he's doing bad and y'all not saying nothing, he's going to do what he thinks is good. You feel me? Because if he's not doing bad and y'all don't say he's doing bad, or if he's doing bad and y'all don't say he's doing bad, he's going to think he's not doing bad. So he's going to do bad. You feel me? So, like,
as a disaster.
you know what I'm
And saying
saying?
Hurts was part of the issue. The source added that whatever personality traits had rubbed people the wrong way before the Super Bowl win had actually gotten worse after the championship. Think about that. Winning the Super Bowl didn't fix
Made
the
his-
problems. It amplified them. The
How?
stubbornness, the resistance to change, the insulation.
Well, yeah, that's probably what it might happen. Like, maybe in the playoffs last season, he was able to, like, when we won that championship, he was probably able to make his own play calls or whatever, you know? So he thinks more of believing in himself. But I feel like it is somewhat of Kevin Patullo's fault because that may have been the reason why he felt like he had to make his own play calls. You feel me? Like, he may seen that Patullo wasn't doing good enough, so he's like, oh, yeah, I got to do something. You feel me? And that's why he just stopped listening to them as a whole because he just felt like they were just not doing good.
criticism. It all grew. And meanwhile, Jeffrey Lurie is out.
But like they say, like, you have to remember, Jalen Hurts has literally had a new offensive coordinator every season that he's played in the NFL. Every season he started, whether I think it was like 2018, 2020, something like that, he had a backup quarterback or had a new head coach.
At league meetings calling Jalen Hurts exceptional and incredibly dedicated. The disconnect between the public messaging from ownership and what sources inside the building are anonymously telling reporters, this is a franchise that's clearly at war with itself. And the timing of this article is not a coincidence.
What do all these
This
players
is
are doing right
dropping
now?
During league meetings. The draft
As we
is less
watching
than
this
a
right
month
now.
away.
What they
Every
doing?
executive and agent in
Damn, the
football
draft
in
is
the
this
same
month.
building in
And like almost
Arizona
every,
right now. Someone
I think the
in
WNBA
Philadelphia
draft
wanted
is
this
first.
information out there. This
Or
is a calculated leak,
just something
and the Eagles
defined by,
declined to comment for
like,
the entire story. So that should tell you everything you need to know, because otherwise they would have denied the whole story. So where does this go
Bro,
from
niggas
here?
always
Well,
say
the
shit.
Philadelphia Eagles just hired Sean Manion as their brand new offensive coordinator.
Why the fuck am I looking at
33
him?
years old, entering his
Why am I
third
saying
year
player?
as an NFL coach, and his first ever as an offensive coordinator. And he's being tasked with implementing
his first ever implemented system And Sean McVay and Mike Shanahan mold the system that emphasizes under center play
A
action,
Sean
heavy
McVay and Kyle
pre-snap
Shanahan style
motion.
system that leans heavily on under the center play action and pre-snap
But they
motion.
said Jalen
These
Hurts
are
wasn't
two
like that.
things that the Philadelphia Eagles
Yeah.
and Jalen Hurts have actively avoided under Nick Sirianni. Now here's the
But
silver
why
lining,
though?
if you want to call it
Maybe
that.
because he's gonna
A
get
team
sacked.
source
Maybe.
told ESPN that Hurts is now as open as he's ever been to making changes while working with his new offensive
That's what I'm saying. He
coordinator.
might.
This would be his 6th different play
Oh, he's
caller
drafted by
since entering
2020.
the league in 2000.
That's what I said. He has a new play call every season, bro. So it's like, if he feels like one play call is not doing enough, he feels like he probably has to do something. Should I feel the same way? If my damn offense coordinator is literally getting paid millions of dollars to teach an offense and it's still bad, shit, I gotta do something. Because now it looks bad on me too. Because when I start throwing picks and all that stuff and having fumbles and miscommunication with routes, niggas gonna look at me sideways. You feel me?
20. That's a new offensive coordinator each and
Every
every
season,
year.
bro.
And to
That's
be
what I
fair to
said.
Jalen Hurts, that level of instability
11
can frustrate
coordinators in
any
11 years,
quarterback.
bro.
Shane Steichen
And it's like a whole bunch of different play calls, whole different play styles.
was
Like,
the one
come
time
on, bro.
he
That's not
had
even fair.
consecutive years with the same play caller. And that run
Who the
produced
fuck
a
is? I don't even know who that is.
caliber season and a Super Bowl appearance. But
Oh,
Hurts'
shit. Oh, my fault.
contract
Oh, I think they
situation
lost
adds
this.
another layer. He signed that
But that's what I'm saying. Like, damn. He signed this shit? When was this? Well, anyway, uh, I didn't even know. Like, literally, his back-to-back. Every time the one time he had a backup, shit, man. The one time he had a nigga, you know what I'm trying to say, nigga. The one time he had a coach, the same coach, he went to the Super Bowl, bro.
5-year, $255 million deal in 2023. There's little guaranteed money left after the 2026 season, and there are no signs that the two sides are working on a new extension. Lurie was asked about potential extension talks, and he said he would never discuss it. So the clock is ticking. If Hurts doesn't show growth in Manian's system, if the passing game doesn't improve, if anonymous leaks keep coming, then 2026
I feel like we'll be good this
could
season.
be the beginning of the end for
I just
Hurts
think we need
in
some more defense, bro.
Philadelphia. And if Brown gets shipped to New England, now you're asking Hurts to carry a passing offense that just lost its best weapon. Devontae Smith is nice.
Well, hold on. That's what
More
I'm
than
saying.
nice
Slow
when
down
he
now.
ranks 28th
And my
in
boy
passing
Hollywood.
yards. This is the ultimate prove-it year for a quarterback
Really
who
bad,
just won
really
a Super
bad.
Bowl 14 months ago. That's how fast things change in the NFL. Look, I want to be clear about something. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. He dragged this franchise to
Anyway,
heights
to the
that they haven't seen in
fanatic.
years.
Yeah, that was
credit
aura.
for all of that. But this
That's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all not finna bring my quarterback down, bro.
something that you can wave away. These
Man,
are
for
people
Eagles
inside
problem.
the building, coaches, teammates, staff, telling two of the most credible reporters in football that
That's
something is
not
broken.
resisted
The
if new play
resistance
caller
to
was
change,
fortunate
the
adapt.
fractured relationship with AJ Brown, the coach.
I don't know. It's just hard, like making connections with a court. Like that's like having a new, like, man, I was gonna say have a new coach. Like having a new teacher, kind of. Like you have a bond with that teacher. You learn how to, do certain projects with them, certain classes, and you got a whole, or like not even a new teacher. That's like having a new school. You got to go to a new school every season, every day, and then like imagine playing on a sports team at a new school every single year. You feel me? Like it's not really fair, bro. Different people. You're gonna have people that want the ball, people that don't really care if they get the ball or not. And you're gonna have people who want to do this specific play, but you want to do this specific play. You know what I'm saying?
Staff walking on eggshells. The
So it's like
owner
it's not really
publicly
fair,
praising
bro.
A guy that his own locker room is anonymously criticizing. This is dysfunction, and pretending it isn't won't make it go away. Hurts says that he's open to change. Mannion says that the offense is getting overhauled. Let's see if actions match words, because right now
I need to see the OTAs
are
or
a
something.
franchise
Not
standing at a
OTAs.
crossroads, and the man holding the
Preseason,
map
whatever the
lets
game
everyone
is.
else drive.
And they're like a
What do you
scrimmage
guys think
before the
about this in
preseason?
comment section down
Like
below.
OTAs,
Aside
yeah.
from that, I'm your boy Mike.
I don't think they're gonna
I'm
show
Mike.
nothing crazy though.
Next up.
No OTAs. Damn, man. I'm gonna have to watch this. I ain't gonna lie. Treasury Story, AJ Brown. I mean Antonio Brown. My fault. Damn. Let's start playing Madden in easy mode. Damn. Do these problems really even matter when you end up consistently being a top 3 team every single year? Nigga, y'all already got 2 quarters. Yeah, y'all niggas just thirsty. That nigga's thirsty. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga said, if you don't want them, take them to the Atlanta Falcons. Nigga, y'all already got 2 quarterbacks. What more quarterbacks you need? Yeah, niggas be thirsty, bro. All right, let's do a prayer, man. Well, just hope the Eagles be able to get everything right and situated, and hope us be able to win the Super Bowl this year. Just prove everybody wrong. Help us be able to get some more players in the draft and stay healthy throughout the season. Just play our max potential, show people who we really are. But just help us keep bettering ourselves every single day. Never lose sight of you. Keep chasing our dreams. For me, it's YouTube, whoever's watching, so keep chasing our dreams. And just never lose sight of you. Always stay positive. Just help everybody around and stay healthy and happy. And trying to get before it's too late. But just tell me we love you and show us how good luck can get for us and our family. And just tell me I love y'all, man. Just as y'all got one more video today.